Page 57, Heartbeat. This piece also uses the chord progression we just covered in the previous video. The 1, 6, 2, 5. There's 4 chords involved, 1, 6, 2, 5. You just play these in that order over and over and over and you've got it. At the beginning they give you the chords and the Roman numerals underneath. So you have the 1 chord, the 6 chord, 2 chord, 5 chord. And in this one we normally swing the 8th notes because it's played this way. If you swing the 8th notes, you get this. So normally, and I'm recommending we go ahead and swing this. We play it in a jazz style. You can do it either one or a bit of both. Improvising, you mix it up too. That's fine too. Now again, when you have other people and if you're just looking for something to do in your jam session, you can use like the first line of this or so as background to where and let other people just improvise and make up stuff. Now as far as this piece goes, hopefully work it out one hand at a time. We're in the key of C. You're gonna have a few accidentals undoubtedly, but there are, I see some F sharps stuck in there. Won't that be fun? Yay team. There's one spot, trickiness-wise, I want to point out, and that's the last 2 measures of the second line in the right hand. You're starting the C with second finger, and what we have is a scale. But because of what happened before, we're out of position for the scale. So you can't just finger it like a C major scale. So you finger your second finger instead of thumb. Now you could, if you wanted to, once you're there, you could substitute the thumb, and if you do that, then just finger it like a scale. But otherwise, you're staying here, so you're going to use 2, 3, 4, and then bring the thumb under for the F. Now you're in position for the scale. Type thing. So watch out on that one. There's a repeat sign at the end of the second line, so you're going to play the first 2 lines twice. There's a DC Al fine at the end, so once you played all 4 lines, then you go back up and play the first 2 lines again. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't have a lot to say about this. I've covered the chord progression in the previous video. I could point out the tricky parts of the fingering and all, but hopefully by now you're working this out. You're learning to, you know you got to move your hands around, and you're learning to do this, and eventually you'll get to where you don't even have to look at the keyboard to play it. You'll be able to feel your way around. Look at the keyboard if you have to, but don't be glued to the keyboard. You want to get away from that and look at the music as much as you can. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try this together and see what happens. Starting out here, I'm going to swing the 8th notes. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and There is an acoustic jamming at the bottom for somebody who wants to play along with you. They're playing along in here in this area, so you're going to get in each other's way if you're using the same keyboard. So what you have to do is move everything up an octave. So just pretend middle C is up an octave. So instead of here at the beginning, you're going to be here. So just play everything up an octave. And the two of you, they can play together. I'll give us 4 counts, and I'm going to speed it up a little bit because it goes a little bit faster than what we did with the play with me. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try this out together. Go ahead and put your hands where they go, in this case up here. So remember we moved middle C up an octave? Yeah, okay. 1, 2, ready, and go. To give you an idea of what this might sound like, something like this, I guess.